everyone, the time is now 5 o'clock, and we'll begin the administrative portion of our agenda. Please silence your cell phones if you haven't done so, and please also sign the sign-up sheet at the back of the room if you don't mind. The first order of business will be a Human Trafficking Prevention Month proclamation by the mayor.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna read it before I get Ms. Page to come up here. This is a Human Trafficking Month. Before I read this proclamation, I think it's very worthwhile to talk about it, to speak about it, to make people aware of human trafficking. Human trafficking ain't just for the big cities. It's all over the country, including this area. Dalton done had quite a bit of them. We believe it's been some have come through Ozark, but people didn't tell us about them until about a week later, and they were long gone from here. So it's something that we need to pay attention to, and one main reason for doing this proclamation is to bring attention to it, so people will pay attention. If something don't look right, call somebody, and proper authorities can look into it to make sure it's not human trafficking. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this proclamation. Whereas human trafficking is a public health issue and a crime that harms the health and well-being of children, individuals, families, and communities, often across generations. Whereas human trafficking can happen to anyone in every community. Whereas human trafficking is connected to many other forms of violence and exploitation, and often shares common risk factors such as a lack of resources and unsafe environments. Whereas strengthened communities require collective action to prevent, recognize, and reduce the conditions that contribute to the exploitation and to create environments where people are protected from human trafficking and other forms of violence. Whereas a successful response to human trafficking requires a coordinated, community-wide response that includes collaborations across sectors and with those who have experienced human trafficking to ensure that services and programs are effective and meet the needs of survivors. Whereas every individual, family, community, and organization can help raise awareness, prevent trafficking, and support survivors by learning how to take action. Whereas the City of Ozark would like to be designated as a trafficking-free zone, showing our commitment to action and awareness in partnership to comprehensively address the issue of human trafficking. And now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Charles R. Ward, Mayor of the City of Ozark, Alabama, do hereby proclaim January 2026 as Human Trafficking Prevention Month and reaffirm our commitment to human trafficking awareness, training, and education activities, strengthen resources for those impacted by human trafficking, and to bring designated a trafficking-free zone supporting a more coordinated, comprehensive response to prevent and combat the crime of human trafficking. In witness, whereof I have hereunto set my hand and cause the great seal of the City of Ozark, Alabama to be affixed this 20th day of January 2026. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, you come on up. And,
we have a picture with you.
yeah, I'm coming that way.
Just put you in the middle and you just, you know what's going on.
Thank you.
for this evening. First, we'll have the prayer and pledge of allegiance, followed by the minutes from the regular council meeting held on January the 6th. Set the agenda. We'll have board appointment and reappointment, and also the approval of a grant writer job description. Council, have you had time to review the minutes from the regular council meeting held on January the 6th? Any comments or concerns? Okay, thank you. Next item will be to set the agenda. Are there any comments concerning setting the agenda as presented? Thank you. Next item will be board appointments and reappointments. We have before us the Board of Zoning and Adjustment reappointments. We also have the first, are there any concerns about the reappointments for the Board of Zoning and Adjustment? Or Mayor, do you have any comments concerning that?
I would just go ahead and say it out loud, and if that'll probably help you, want me to just do that, the recommendation?
Yeah.
Okay, the Board of Zoning and Adjustment, I recommend that we reappoint Scott Head, Dale Moats, and John Crawley, for the Board of Zoning and Adjustment.
Okay. And the next one will be the Department of Industrial Development.
Okay, I recommend reappointing Brett Browning and Greg Single. Yeah, I know that's a tough one to say, but that's him. And I also recommend appointing Derek Dickinson to replace Whitney Gunner, who have moved out of town. And I want the council to know it's still one more position on that board, and y'all be patient. I will have a name to recommend the next council.
Okay, and then the last and only board is Ozark Parks and Recreation.
I recommend that we reappoint Stuart Smith.
Okay.
Or about Laguna Day. Yes.
Do what now?
Our Laguna Day, his term expired in December, and
That's appointment, wait a minute.
no, Stewart is a reappointment.
You're right.
But is there a recognition of
We have not got to confirm if he wants the reappointment, and I will bring that to you, next meeting as well.
Okay, am I correct? He doesn't.
No, he has.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay. Council, any concerns concerning any of those appointments to the Board of Zoning and Adjustments, the Industrial Development Board, and also the Ozark Parks and Recreation Board? Any comments or concerns? Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Councilman Buchanan.
Any of these departments, is it similarity of them? I know they have a 4-year term. Once they're in place, they cannot be removed, or can they?
They can be removed.
But it's also with a quorum, like the council having.
That'd be up to y'all if y'all want to remove
Have to
someone.
be a majority vote.
Just a question, just a question.
All right, thank you. Any other comments concerning any board appointment? Okay, thank you, Mayor. Next item on the agenda would be to approve a grant writer job description for Mayor Ward.
I asked if y'all will approve it because Ozark needs a full-time grant writer. And it's a lot of moving parts right now. I've been in several meetings in Montgomery, from the governor's office to executive, and I'm just gonna be very transparent. Some stuff is start coming at us wide open, and it's too much for me to keep up with, or somebody to do part-time. Selena Hughes has been our grant writer, but she's been part-time. Prior to me coming in office, she let me know that if I won, that she was she was gonna retire anyway, regardless of what, Mary. It has nothing to do with me coming in. And I asked her if she would stay until I find a grant writer, which she got graciously have done, and still continue to meet her talk today. She's gonna keep on working until we do have a person in place that we can hand it to. But, it is, I have witnessed stuff, seen stuff. We need a full-time grant writer. And it would benefit the city tremendously if we had a full-time grant writer.
Thank you, Mayor. Council, any comments concerning approving the grant writer job description before you?
I guess it's just more of a comment, and not necessarily a concern. If I remember correctly, we had the full-time position, and then when we went to the reason that we had to go to part-time was because the full-time position, there was no one that really could meet good qualifications and had a track record of receiving grants. So I just wanted to let you know that is the whole reason that we rolled back in the first place. But hopefully on this round, if this goes through, that's my only comment. It's not good or bad.
Well, if you don't find it,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least we
Then we'll have a
tried.
part-time.
But, but we need to make an effort and to have somebody to do that. So let's just take a stab at it and see what happens.
Because I know at some of the other conferences we've been to in the past years, and always the cities that have the grant writers, they are really right on top of things and pull these grants in for benefit for.
And one of the main reasons for having a grant writer, a lot of these grants open up and close with a short amount of time. You got to be on top of it because you will miss them if you don't.
Councilman Perry?
Looking over the short amount of information that we have, with them being a full-time employee, that means they get the full benefits of an Ozark city employee, right?
That's correct.
So,
Any other comments from the council concerning the approval of the grant writer job description? Okay, thank you. That is the end of our agenda for this evening. Next item, are there any comments from any department head concerning any of the agenda items? Any comment from any department head concerning any of the agenda items? Are there any comments from the floor concerning any of the agenda items? Any comments from the floor on any agenda items? Thank you. Next, are there any public comments, questions, requests concerning any subject not on the agenda? Any comments, questions, or concerns concerning any non-agenda item from the floor? Mrs. Galvin, please come up and state your name.
I just want to know if
We'll
that
allow you
grant writer
three-
can work from home.
3 minutes. Go ahead.
That was it. I just want to know if that grant writer can work from home.
Mayor, I'll let you deal with that question.
Not at this time.
Fine.
Okay.
That ends my comment.
All right. Yeah, 'cause basically all of our employees are on a 410 full-time employee. More or less, most of them are on 410, I put it like that.
Noted. Thank you.
No work at home. Okay. Any other comments, questions, or concerns on any non-agenda item from the floor? Any other comments, questions, or concerns? Thank you. At this time, we'll go back and take comments. Mayor, any comments you do that?
Yes, pass that down right there. They passing you a sheet down, and this is one of the reasons I say we need a full-time grant writer. Last week, the governor awarded us a grant, block grant for roughly about $441,000 to pave streets. And what we're gonna do with that money, we're gonna pave, 11 streets with this money, and it's a possibility we will add a couple more, maybe with some money we already got. But I just want to share that with y'all. She graciously, and we're pretty fortunate to get this, because I think Brian can probably,
This is the first time I've received it 2 years in a row.
to get it 2 years in a row, so,
We wanna get,
these monies, and like I say, it's a lot out there, but we got to stay on top of it if we're gonna benefit Ozark, and I really believe Ozark would be well served with that grant writer. So I just want y'all to see that and know that that came last week.
thank you, Mayor. Councilwoman, are you finishing?
Yes, sir.
All right, Councilwoman, Thomas?
Well, this grant is gonna help a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot. The MLK celebrations that I was able to attend were very joyous. It was great to, go to those. Other than that, thank y'all for attending this meeting tonight. I was kind of worried no one was gonna show up. It was kind of slim there for a little while. But thank y'all for being here tonight. That's it.
Councilwoman, Cynthia?
Yes, just don't forget, on Saturday at 5 PM at the Civic Center is the Praise Sing, and then at 7 PM at Flower Center is the Patsy Sings Patsy. So you have plenty of stuff to do this weekend if you wish.
Okay. Thank you. Any other?
Anything else?
I was gonna leave the basket.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna leave the basket open for him.
Okay, Councilman Perot?
Yes, I want to thank Shanika Reeves and Heather Cohen and also the Ozark County Housing Authority for allowing us to have a warming shelter over there at the College Center. And thanks to all the volunteers and everything there that night to help out. I think the night, I was there, two people there on that, but glad to have that available for them. And appreciate all the hard work and everything people put in for that. And also the 11 o'clock service for the Martin Luther King Day, the community mass choir. That's always, every time they sing and the musicians and everything, it's just a wonderful performance, and thank them for that as well. Carroll High girls basketball, they're fixing to get tip off at 5:30 here against Headland. It's a area game, and then the boys game will follow that right after that. So both of them, the girls are really having a great season, and the boys are having they're 10-6 right now. So it's a region matchup for them too. And then Friday, they take on Eufaula over there Friday at home.
Councilwoman Carrier?
How are y'all this evening? Just to piggy off what someone said, we have a busy weekend. On Thursday, there's another concert, I believe, at, the doors open at 7 or at 6, and the event starts at 7. And then this Saturday, they're both like the gospel kind of concert, so it's open for everybody. I believe Thursday, there's a $15 donation that they'd like to take, so there's no actual tickets. I encourage y'all to go. I don't know if I'll be able to go with having a couple job things that I have to do. But the shelter this weekend was very, very humbling. Even if there was one or two people, it was a great experience to be able to come together. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I mentioned to somebody, a night or two of sleep for the people that need that in a warm place probably feels like weeks or months of sleep. And that's nothing but a blessing. So that's always good being able to offer a little bit of help. And I'm pretty sure they're very gracious. They were very happy, and I had no problem with seeing the community just involved with it. So I think the effort is there. We just need to keep pushing, for a solution. which it ain't gonna happen from one night to another. The MLK celebration yesterday were very good. I was able to attend the service up in March. That was very inspiring, seeing a lot of people come together, and I've always grown up watching documentaries and learning about it in school, but it's always a beautiful meeting too. And every year I think I've learned something new, but at the end of the day, it's something that we need to take to heart, because he was pushing for something, not just for skin color, but for all people. And I believe, every day we got to continue to get better with it, to be able to accept people, whether they're short or tall or whatever they look like. We just got to learn how to take them and love on each other. But that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman
Well,
Burrell.
I need to mention, appreciate Charles Ward, our mayor, for getting this thing started with the homeless connect and stuff here, and putting things in motion for that to take care of it. And I think it's off to a great start.
Can I have that back?
Go ahead, man.
And I should have said something about it. I want to thank the community for showing the support to help us come up with some solutions, and we still putting this together. But what I saw was a lot of people came out that deal with this day in and day out, and a lot of other people didn't know that other folks was in town dealing with it. But not just that, it was a lot of churches have come out, have reached out, that's gonna help. And some churches that I had never known to reach out before. So it's excitement right now for folks to try to find a workable solution. Will it be easy? Probably won't, but we're gonna take a stab at it. We have got a couple of churches have reached out about making their facilities a permanent warming station for future times, but now we just still in the talking stage, and we'll work that out as we go for future times. But I want to thank everybody for reaching out, helping, and quite a few have come out to volunteer to help, and we still looking for other volunteers, and I thank you. But I also want to mention one more thing too. If y'all know of anybody that wants to serve on some of these boards, call the mayor's office and give your name. If you don't know a particular board you want to be on, just give your name in general, and we'll reach out to you and call you when it's an opening or it's going to be an opening. Because I'm going to just tell you, I've been calling around town. I got other folks helping me calling, reaching out to people, and nobody's stepping up. So I love to have instead of the same old person being on several boards. We'd like to pass the love around, but we have to do what we got to do to fill these seats. And on that, I still got one slot left on the industrial board that I need another body. So let us know. Call the mayor's office and just let us know you want to serve. And if you ain't no particular board, just say, put my name down on any of them and call me, and we'll call you and let you know before we appoint you. Make sure you want to serve. Thank you now.
Okay, thank you, man. Lastly, I'd just like to say that I commend the mayor and his office for the town hall meeting that we had on the homes. I've always wanted to have, town hall meetings to allow the citizens to come in and have some input. And sure enough, Tuesday, a week ago, they did come in. I think it was over 20 organizations, and most of these were either churches or nonprofits that came in and spoke to everyone regarding homeless and what they could do to serve them. Some of them, their duties was overlapping, but still that's okay, because when we get all of them working toward one accord, it's for the betterment of Ozark. And I would hope that we would have more in the future, if not maybe once a quarter or biannually, twice a year, if we can have that citizen input like we did regarding the homeless, because your city, it's the citizen city, you know. And that, speaks well, that the citizens along with government are working toward one goal, and that's what we want. Yes, as the others stated, we had a full week of MLK activities, and those were all well attended by the council. I know some of us were working with the homeless, while some of us were working with the MLK program, which I was. But now, on another note, I want to commend the mayor and Ryan Campbell for a great job in obtaining these monies from the governor's office. The two primary concerns I know most council members get, and the mayor as well, from citizens are regarding either trash, garbage, and the other would be streets, you know, street paving. Those were two of the biggest concerns. So to get this pot of money, and you might note that we've been trying to do 2 paving projects each year, one in the spring and one in the fall. But this just adds to it to allow us to get more streets paved. And I want to commend, like I say, Ryan Campbell and the mayor for the work you all done in putting this together. Thank you, Mr. So at this time, we'll recess for 3 minutes, after which we'll begin our voting session of our council meeting. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll call our meeting to order. We ask for Councilman Lucario to give us a prayer, followed by the mayor with our pledge of allegiance.
Bow your heads. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for this wonderful weekend that we deserved, and any other day that we don't deserve, but you graciously give us. Thank you for the labor of every day, for the bread. I hope that we have a great rest of the week. Everybody returns safely back home, and just continue to bless us with health and prosperity for the future. In your name I pray.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Lucario, and thank you, Mayor. First item on the agenda would be to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held on January the 6th, 2026. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we accept the minutes from the regular council meeting that was held on January 6th, 2026.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held on January 6th, 2026. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly seconded. Do we have any discussion? All in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimous. Next would be to set the agenda. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I move that we set the agenda as presented.
We have a motion to set the agenda as presented. Do we have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we set the agenda as presented. Any discussion? All in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimous. Next item will be board appointments and reappointments. We will begin with the industrial.
We just do it all.
Yes.
Please. Yes. One
This
time.
got
Mr. President, I make a
to
motion
cash.
that we approve the appointments from the board appointments and which are some reappointments. For the zoning and adjustment, Scott Head, L. Modes, John Colley. For industrial development board, Brett Browning, Greg Siegfried, Derek Dickens. And for Parks and Rec board, Stuart Smith. I move for adoption.
We have a motion to appoint or reappoint the said board members. Do we have a second?
Second.
Then moved and properly seconded that we make these board appointments and reappointments. Any discussion? All All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Next item would be to approve a grant writer job description. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I move that we approve the grant writer job position.
We have a motion to approve the grant writer job description. Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve this grant writer job description. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed unanimously. That ends our agenda for this evening. I'll entertain final comments. Mayor?
I'm good.
Okay. Councilwoman Cummings?
I'm good. Everyone have a good night. Safe travels home.
Okay. And Councilwoman Cemetery?
Stay warm, another set of cold is coming in this weekend.
Right.
Oh, it's not like we get snow here.
Councilman Corrupt?
I'm good.
Councilman Matterio?
I just have one. With board appointments and reappointments, I want everybody to be very knowledgeable about this. The reason why I asked the question about if we can remove anybody, you know, the people, I know that the mayor puts in place, he believes that are gonna do or conduct the best of their ability. That also means that we should expect them to conduct their job and or duties at the best of their ability. So, that doesn't mean, you know, someone made the wrong decision, we're gonna pitchfork them and do something like that. But, let's conduct ourselves and we'll try to, you know, keep everything civil when we're, you know, we expect them to conduct their duty. And, I know there's probably some disagreement, but there always is. And, that's all I have, and we're gonna push forward in the next 4 years. That's pretty cool, pretty good.
Thank you, Councilwoman Matterio. And I'd just like to reemphasize to everyone, do what we can for our homeless, you know, and not only just the homeless, but those that are in need, because truly blessings come from giving. You know, the Lord blesses each of us as we bless one another. And we thank you again for coming. At this time, this meeting, sorry. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, let me know by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank you all for coming. Have a good night.